Rod Tate.
I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga, shoot me.
Tate faces charges of aggravated assault and reckless endangerment.
I spit on him. I just start beating on him.
The nigga dissed his high school. For this, he would be sent to Glen Mills.
First time was just possession of a firearm. The second time I had like 12 charges.
Rod Tate, Rod Tate, Rod Tate, ride or die.
I live my own lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? I do whatever the fuck I want, period.
Welcome to Clout World. Today we're sliding to Pennsylvania to tell y'all another rap story. On this episode, we're going to the small city of Erie, which in my opinion has a lot of hidden talent. One of those talents being East Erie rapper, RideOrDie.
Cream soda fade, go pour a pint in it. I'm on the 6 with some dog and some white niggas. I never sell my soul to them white niggas. But if they send 1,000 bricks, I might consider.
RideOrDie, born Rod Tate on May 7th, 1999, would grow up on the east side of Erie with 7 siblings in his house. Because Erie is a small and unknown city, many people assume that it's not active, but that's far from the case. Anywhere where there's poverty, there's people doing crime. And a lot of black people in Erie are living in poverty. It actually won worst city in America for blacks in 2017. Growing up in this environment would shape the type of person RideOrDie became. He would start his life out living with his grandmother, a known black businesswoman from 22nd and Parade Street, also known as Up the Way. The Tate family in general is a legendary family in Erie. You got RideOrDie, of course. Then you got his cousin Perry Rico, Tyreek Tate, who's pretty much the biggest rapper to ever come out of Erie.
But lately this shit getting hectic, them niggas been spinning my block trying to clap on me. Ain't actually, I work for Apple to map.
Then you got RideOrDie's dad, Gully TV, a Pennsylvania hip-hop blogger with a pretty big following.
What's your relationship like with Hov today? Still your guy?
Yeah, of course.
What did you?
Always.
He said always, no doubt.
I don't think him and Ride have the best relationship though. I spoke to RideOrDie personally, to which he wanted me to let it be known that he put in his own work and built his own reputation without the help of his father. Gully TV is a big platform with over 200,000 subscribers, and he only posted his son a few times each time and not doing many numbers. Even on RideOrDie's 16 Shot Him interview, there's a comment saying that his dad left him in the hood and didn't do nothing for him. Around age 7, RideOrDie and his family would move to Detroit.
It was kind of the same as Erie, just a big ass Erie. Everything was worse for real.
By 2012, he would move back to Erie, to which he claimed he would come back this time with the more street mentality. He would start to claim his hood Up the Way and start taking an interest in music. Now, RideOrDie might be a lot of things. A rapper, a businessman, a clothing store owner, a black man. But one thing he ain't is a vegetarian, because this nigga stayed in some beef. He would basically start his music career and his beefing career at the same time. His first ever song would be a diss called Friday the 13th against a clique called 600.
Know some real life killers that'll kill you for a profit. Go to the nigga crib, then wet him like a faucet. So you better act right, boy, I'm just being honest. I'm a monster, little nigga, I'll be hiding in your closet.
The beef would start when RideOrDie would be on 7th and Wallace Street when he would get into an argument with a dude named Vaughn, the older brother of an Erie street dude named Lil Dutch. Dutch was a real problem in Erie. I'm about to show y'all why in a second. Vaughn would leave, then come back with Lil Dutch and other members, causing a fight between RideOrDie and the crew to break out.
The fight happened on 6th and Wallace, between 6th and 7th and Wallace, which is 700, that's 700 block, that's 700 territory, or ABM, you can call them ABM. But next to that would be 600 block, like 600, they from 6th Street, so they claim 600. So we on their block catching wreck on them. And I won the fight, you feel me? So I basically beat her up in his hood and left untouched, you feel me?
Eventually, RideOrDie and Lil Dutch would end up squashing the beef because Lil Dutch had family from RideOrDie's hood. Lil Dutch would then start hanging with 24th and German Street, and you could actually see some of his old music on RideOrDie's YouTube channel.
All real killers on my team. Stuff you in this Russian cream. Post on the 4, sending shots to the 8. Run around with this Glock, post where they safe. I be with killers in the hood every day. Run up on me, do so dump in the 8. Fuck how you feel, little nigga. Get this real, little nigga. Run up on me, get killed, little nigga. You ain't really in the field, little nigga.
Unfortunately, Lil Dutch is now doing life in prison.
3 men are now facing hundreds of years in prison following a deadly crime spree that claimed the lives of 2 people in 2018. Rayshawn McCullum, Destin Dortch, and Christopher Bridges have each been handed lengthy sentences for their involvement in the killings of Calvin Isaiah and Philip Clark. According to the Erie County DA's office, McCallum faces the harshest sentence. He'll be serving life behind bars without the possibility of parole, also an extra 88 years.
The next beef RideOrDie would get into would be with a clique called CGB. CGB was from 21st and Brandis, also known as Over the Bridge. With them not being located far from German Street, the block RideOrDie's from, The two cliques will bump heads at a bowling alley. A fight would break out and knives would be drawn, causing the workers at the bowling alley to kick both parties out. German Street would sit outside waiting for Brandons to leave the bowling alley, but they never saw them, so they left. This beef would continue in the streets, leading to more fights and eventually gunplay.
Later in the summer, I see Quincy. We all on 23rd, and I told my guys, like, shit, if he come back, I'm gonna drop kick him off that jump. And sure enough, he came back. And shit, I hopped in the street. He tried to speed up, so I just jumped up 2 feet, kicked him one foot in the face, and the other foot hit the chest. And I lie to you not, bro, I did a Bruce Lee flip in the air, bro. Like, after I hit him, like, the momentum of the bike hit me, you feel me? So I flew in the air, you feel me? And then shit, I landed on my ass, I ain't gonna lie. But I got back up. I just started beating on him, like, Bo was already knocked out, unconscious.
About a decade later, RideOrDie would speak on these incidents on his Chirac freestyle, where he did a lot of dissing on wax.
In that street, and y'all still ain't picked him up. Same nigga writing statements and giving niggas up. Rich Mir a bitch, he pump fake, the next day he got smacked. If you ain't trying to catch a hat, then why you riding with strap? RideOrDie ain't just a rapper, ask Young Rich Savage. Ask my bro Lil Dutch, we used to eat y'all for lunch. We caught Elijah after school, I still can feel his bones crunch. And we left Breeze in the breeze, but you know death come in threes.
As RideOrDie would get older and more involved in the streets, he would also start to face the inevitable consequences of that, which is going to jail. He would end up catching his first case around 2016 when he was riding in the car with 3 of his cousins and police found a gun on him. For this, he would be sent to Glen Mills, a juvenile facility / boarding school a little bit outside of Philly. Anybody that did juvenile time in PA knows Glen Mills is a terrible place and staff will beat the shit out you. Some horror stories of the school date back to before the 70s. People saying 4 or 5 staff members would drag you in the closet and jump you for defending yourself against someone trying to fight you. The school was actually shut down in 2019 due to multiple abuse allegations, and an emergency removal of students was ordered by officials.
Now, the former students and their lawyers claim school officials covered up the abuse so they didn't lose funding. The allegations include being penetrated without consent, being touched by medical staff, and being watched while in the shower. The school is nearly 200 years old and enrolled at-risk youth. In 2019, all students were pulled from the school and staff members were laid off after the state revoked the school's licenses.
Every day at Glen Mills was a horror to me. Every day.
Glen Mills schools took for me the positive light I had as a teenager, and now all that's left is darkness.
RideOrDie would do about 10 months in Glen Mills for the gun case and would only be back in Erie for about 7 months before catching the second case. This time he would be at Country Fair, a Erie gas station, when him and his friend got into an argument with a security guard.
Nigga tried to take my boy's shoes while I'm with him. I'm like, no, that's not happening. You feel me? So. Yeah.
Nigga just had turned up on him real quick.
Turned up on him. He ended up macing me, but that shit ain't do nothing but charge me up. You feel me? When the mace first hit me, I had got away for a second. You feel me? Yeah. But that shit finally kicked in. I'm like, no, you feel me? Shit turned me up, so I ran back. You feel me? That's where I caught my case. You feel me? Because
RideOrDie would end up fighting the security guard, spitting on him, and slamming him. This incident would cause him to be sent back to Glen Mills, making him the only Erie dude to go to Glen Mills twice. When he came home from Glen Mills the second time is when he really started taking music serious and made a real go at it. He would drop a song called Motorola on August 20th, 2016, and it would start to get him a buzz in Erie.
These bitches keep texting, I don't want to chat right now. Where these niggas at? Cause I got a strap right now. Hello? Who is this? They like where you at right now. I be busting these jugs, bitch, I'm in the trap right now.
After that, hold up, more beef. The nigga dissed his high school. On April 2nd, 2018, he would drop an Erie hat diss after his school basically expelled him, causing him to never graduate high school. He's definitely the first rapper to ever do this.
Got kicked out of school, I ain't gonna tell you much details. Spent the ticket, I was passing snacks out to the females. Principal came up to me talking all that bullshit. Move, pussy nigga, you can't see me try to take a fit. Hey, hold up, they see me floss, hey. Hey, they want me to step up in the office, hey. Teachers, they be hating me, principals be hating me. I am not a bitch, you ain't sending me to AV.
So they got me in the office and said, talking about 10 days out of school suspension, then I gotta go to AP, alternative education program and shit. I'm like, yeah, I got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I turned that bitch upside down. You know what I'm saying? I threw out my papers and shit. He said, and the police had to escort me out that shit. So I just start recording. You know what I'm saying? It's around.
Fuck 12.
How you doing? You cute for it.
Ride or Die was now 19, still in the streets of Erie, and it looked like school was pretty much out of the picture. I think around this time is when he was the most invested in his rap career. Around 2019, he would drop his first project called Read All About It, but unfortunately most of the music videos and songs have been taken down, probably due to copyright issues. Hopefully Ride or Die gets these songs back on the internet, because it was a solid mixtape in my opinion.
Hey, look, read all about it. I've been in the trap making a lot of thousands. I got hundreds on the table, 50s on the counter. Bitches naked chopping bowls, I ain't got a pounder. Nigga, you ain't jigging loud, that's that no sounder. Never take weed tips from an out-of-towner. Came across.
By September 2020, he was dropping a music video every week, with songs like East Side Streets 2 and Time to Pray taking a more soulful approach.
I ain't booked, it been 2 years since I've been out. Get on my knees, I think that's something to thank God about. I'm trying to keep us together, we can't be falling out, cause we've been through so much in these streets, and that's why I'm calling out. For all your love, I throw it all away. Say these pennies cause we had to learn the harder way. Remember bringing in them boxes, selling all the shades, block party, everybody showing love to squad today. Hey.
While Pass the Dutch featuring fellow Up the Way rapper Lil Land D Free took a more gritty drill approach.
Hey, free, pass me another Dutch. Remember we was posted up on German, stay acting up. Now we back to muscle cars, they ain't passing us. And I'm smoking new ops, who try and match with us.
Then in 2021, Ride or Die would get his first big feature with Detroit rapper Baby Tron. This would be his most popular song as of yet, with the likes of Sexy Red even posting a twerk video to it.
Hyperventilation, bitch throw that ass back to your booty break. She don't throw the pussy at me, she do the matrix. Bust down, Tatiana, these blue faces.
Quick 100 off the fraud. Bitch called me broke, her stupid ass must be off the door. Backpack boys and turtle pie, I'm cooked off a log. Red in my
Ride or Die would keep this momentum going when he dropped another Detroit-style song called Meat Slingers, not even 7 days later. This is personally one of my top 3 favorite Ride or Die songs.
I got bitches breaking me up in the club, they like a nigga. Show me what that mouth do, come bite a nigga. And I'm only here for the night, come find a nigga. Ho, it's Eastside Ride or Die, come riding. I got a bitch from the VIP in the whip, sucking dick and balls. I ain't give her good vibes, but I hit it off. Quick to tell a real thick bitch, take her panties off. She was taking too long, had to rip them off. Bust down the brick through the block, we gon' split it off. Ain't gotta touch it, I know bro, name gon' get it off.
By 2024, he would put out 2 more projects, one called Product of the Trenches and the other called Germs Don't Die, with a standout song from Germs Don't Die being Play Victim.
I lost a lot of soldiers along the way, so I move different. When you in the streets, you can't cry every time you lose niggas. They'll never trick me out my spot, cause I shoot niggas. I've been bumping.
And he dissed Lil TJ, but I think he was just trolling on that one.
Lil TJ got shot in the J, and now he can't come to PA at all. You see me, I'm coming from Erie. No, really, I come from the lake. I'm gangsta, don't pop it with me. Like, save all that tough shit for lace. That boy is sensation, he fake. He come to the biddy, get baked. He come to the city, get cooked. No back, that's one for the books. I'm Jordan, you can tell by the look. Come fish and get caught on the hook.
At some point, Ride or Die would leave Erie and move to Atlanta. He seemed to be doing pretty well for himself. He had a clothing store down there promoting his German Street clothing brand, and it had been like 4 or 5 years since he had been in any legal trouble. Unfortunately, around July 2025, that would change when he would catch some pretty serious charges.
Rod Tate was arrested by City of Erie police last night. In addition to attempted homicide, Tate faces charges of aggravated assault and reckless endangerment. He allegedly fired into a crowd of 11 people at 8 p.m. on July 20th at the intersection of East 24th and Wallace Streets. A 28-year-old man from the City of Erie suffered a gunshot wound through his thigh during the incident. The affidavit states that social media posts as far back as last November reveal an ongoing feud between Tate and the victim. Tate was arraigned and sent to Erie County Prison on a $100,000 bond.
He would sit in county jail for the rest of 25 and would be home at the start of 26 while he awaits trial. Of course, Rod is innocent until proven guilty. I do hope he beats this case, though. If not, he could be sitting down for a little minute. It wouldn't make sense for him to go back to Erie and beef with dudes who still live in the same place that he made it out of. Compared to Atlanta, there's really nothing in Erie opportunity-wise. Since he's been home, he still seems to be doing pretty good. He just spent his 27th birthday jewelry down eating steak. He also seems to have been doing a lot of traveling, going to places like Seattle, Arizona, Cali, and DC.
That shit is wavy, my dog.
On up, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Get him in the back, clean your earrings and shit, cuz.
Uh-huh.
Rod hasn't posted any new music in over a year, but I would imagine he got something in the cut coming soon. I'd like to give a special shout out to RideOrDie for working with me to help make this video. He a real nigga. Make sure y'all go check his music out. That's about it for this rap story. Let us know who you want to see in the comments next.
I lost a lot of soldiers along the way, so I moved different. When you in the streets, you can't cry every time you lose niggas. They'll never trick me out my spot, cause I shoot niggas. I've been bumping heads with niggas used to think that I was cool with them, but I wasn't. My ex-bitch back in high school fucked my cousin, so you know it's only right that I fucked her cousin. Every bitch I ever had, I gave the world, they never gave me nothing. I'm a real deal germ, don't touch me. If I got your number in my phone, you better shoot shit for me. I don't follow niggas off the gram, that was useless to me. I was doing shit for niggas off the strength, they ain't do shit for me. Y'all don't act like you don't see me, I off. Gotta watch them niggas that'll start shit and play victim.